What's happening, my beautiful people? My name is Mike LaBelle. Today I am ranking every single World Cup hero. We're talking new iterations. Quick fire. I want to get back to ranking players the only way we know how. Criteria, my opinion. Let me know yours in the comments. This is based on ability, not value. Campos, not making the starting 11. 5'7" reasons, this is a no-go. Al Jabir, meh, he's not moving the needle. That's just the reality. Clint Dempsey, 57 goals for the national team. 5 traits, which does help, but he still feels slow with the executions in game. Fat Bin, not really noteworthy. Good with the bread, priced accordingly. Also, if you've not subscribed, please and thank you. This year we've been uploading shorts on shorts on shorts, but the long form is back. I promise you. Freddie Longberg. Used to be an icon. You could say he's been reduced to a hero, but that's really not the case. This year in particular, heroes have overtaken the majority of icons. Unless we're talking upper premium tier. The Cruyffs, Eusebios, Pelés, R9s, Ruud Hullits, Vieiras, that group. Question, did you prefer FIFA 23 pre-patch or post-patch? I know it's not related to this video. I might make a separate digest breakdown. I don't know. I need your opinion. Peter Crouch might be a surprise. Got that unorthodox factor. Giving him points for the robot. That celebration is legendary. And every time I've used Peter Crouch this year, I'm surprised. Pleasantly. Mascherano. Pitbull style of a player. And if you're thinking midfielder, I would be bumping him downward slope. However, the center back might not be everyone's cup of tea, but there is room, interpretation, and placement. Might cost you on set pieces. Damn, son. We're having a good hair day today. Volume. Nakata kind of has an unfortunate reputation just based on those icon packs throughout past seasons and past years and past iterations. And again, that's not proper recognition. Precise package deal in the middies. Ricky Ricardo, we're talking upper swing. A lot of debate around this item. I didn't talk to the people. Worth taking a look under the hood, but he is lacking some strength for the 50-50s. Money Morientes, and I did approve of him in an exceptional manner when we had that lengthy, overpowered nature, that pre-patch scenario. And I like the lengthy acceleration. I felt like more players were in rotation with the best balance we've ever seen in terms of the sizing and variety of usability. I know that's not popular with everyone. You felt like they might have been given a little bit too much to the move, the groove, that physicality, but we just hadn't seen it before. Rafael Marquez. Pretty cheap option. If you want to make an investment into a center back, would not recommend as a center mid. Mexican hero. Strong, deliberate, and unrelated to this player, but the Mexico away kits this year for the World Cup are fuego. Jurgen! Kind of middle of the road. No deer in the headlights. I would consider him a preference player. I could see some of you having him much higher or much lower on the list. Joe Cole! The English creativity. A little bit of that ingenuity. He feels good. I like him, but I don't love him. That's the review. Tim Cahill. I got an Everton bias. I got a New York Red Bulls bias. And I believe he might be a little bit of a hidden gem. Play him as a center midfielder. The athleticism through the roof. This man is touching ceilings, dunking basketballs. Under 50K. Get the 4-star weak foot. You get the 3-star skills. Landon Donovan. Definitely an American bias. But I think he will surprise you if you give the man some playing time. Give him that PT. Get him off the bench. Not in the reserves. Actually reminds me, and this might be a hot take, he's similar to Samuel Eto'o in-game, in FIFA. I'm not talking real life, but if we're looking just virtual, you'd be surprised. Roland, going for the Swede. Positional swaps, striker, center forward, center attacking mid, right wing, but he does seem a bit overpriced. We're not far off $500,000. Surely this is going to be dropping. Also, that was the midway point. If you have not liked the video, that would be high-key appreciated. We move. Park Ji-sun, 80+ crew, club, collective, and again, kind of overlooked, not talked about nearly enough, and a fantastic value grab. Dirkie Kuyt, I might have packed this man. Just a bit of a spoiler. Surprisingly lethal. Of course, can play all over the virtual pitch, and he's insured. This man will cover your back. Harry Cool, Yazzie, outside of the foot shot trait, and I'm scoring Travellas everywhere. And maybe the most underrated characteristic is his passing. It is phenomenal. Pinpoint, accurate, validity, never gonna second guess. Baller, this man has a top tier dynamic image, looking like the German Hercules. A lot of subjectivity. I have a feeling many of you would have him higher, but This is my list. We're stirring it up. Watch us meet and greet. I mean, meet and eat. Smolarek, that Polish superhero status. Achieved it. Side to side, two-stepping. You don't need to be a cowboy. Probably not seen in the country bars. Easy to slot into teams, instant output. In my opinion, Diego Forlan, 2010 World Cup phenom. Outstanding performer. Premium quality, dusting the competition, and I find the versatility and the capability not lacking with this foot item. Capdevia might be a little bit of a surprise, but he's in pro rotations. I'm talking esports, and some of that might deal with positional priority and lack of options, or lack of depth, or lack of a superior being, a superhuman if you will. But Capdevia is making appearances. The man's getting caps, no cap. Sidney Govou, all his stats are lies. There's a certain explosiveness and deceptive, natural, organic way that he is able to attack space and challenge defenders and innovate on the fly. It is free flowing, fluid, beautiful football. He's a danger. That's undeniable. The point I'm making, he doesn't follow the rule for the presets or the rules being set. Woo! JJ Okocha. Big JJ, little JJ reminds me of Ronaldinho in many regards. There's a fun factor, an element of surprise. The unpredictable is always on the cards. He has a certain walkthrough. I wish they gave him higher stamina. He represents that 2018 Nigeria World Cup kit. Robbie Keane, cowboy hat on, ready to do. Now, my one major critique. I dislike his price tag strongly. He is legitimately overpriced. If you remember, this was an SBC over 1 million coins, and I didn't have the fodder. But with the weak foot, the skill moves, the positioning, the integration, the accessibility, the goal scoring prowess, and the record, everything he gives you, you just have to pat him on the back. He's authentic. I'm just not happy as to what I had to provide. Al Overon. I don't feel like I did that smoothly at all with the pronunciation. My apologies. He's broken fast. Elite speed. Arguably the fastest player in the game, at least up to this point. If you're going route 1, this man gets onto the end of it. Not slowing down. Full speed ahead. Engine is revved up. He's streamlined like you couldn't believe. I am never enjoying this matchup. And again, this is an esports co-signed player. Dotted line, petition, locked in, put him into the squad because you're trying to make that extra paper. That's serious dough. Mr. Marquisio. Wow. Has that complete package. Not really lacking anything in the midfield. Box to box goodness. Reliable, credible, consistent. RCC. Lucio. We saw him go from Brazil to Germany to Italy. And of course, with that addition of the L word, that lengthiness, he started getting used into a lot of rotations. But before the patch, after the patch, this man is here to stay. He is locked up and locked down. Everything's legit. He's well cultured and well traveled. And I'm still confused. When EA was coming together with these acceleration names or characteristics, that means there was a room where they all came together and had a vote and said that lengthy is the direction that we'd like to go in. Explosive, controlled, and lengthy. Just leave that here. And at number 1, no surprises, Yaya Toure. This man's so good, he put the likes of Patrick Vieira to the center back role. If you have them both into the team. Surpasses, overachieves, stops everything. He's a frequent flyer. Just gives you the general package of a perfect midfielder. Body type, size, positioning, getting forward, chasing back. Just his natural integration is always going to be a positive input, a positive output, a positive experience for anyone that can afford to put Yaya into motion. That wraps up the video. If you enjoyed it, you already know what to do. We have more content side by side. Please consider subscribing, and I have a lot more coming out ASAP.